Welcome back to another episode of Look What Jess Found. I did a bank wrapped penny roll the other day, 2 episodes ago, and there is. So I don't usually do them. I do them like every 3 or 4 days, usually not every other day. But when I was putting them away, okay, so I have a bag of them on the floor on the other side of the room in the office, and because I wanted to separate. I had Loomis in there, right? Remember from the 2023 wrap. So I want to separate those because I don't want to do any more of those Loomis rolls. I have like 8 more. Do I have them? No, I put them away already. I have like 8 more of the Loomis rolls of the 20. I can't believe I have that many of them. And then there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the bank. So we have. That's crazy. So I don't know what I'm gonna. Obviously, I'm gonna go through those Loomis rolls. I'm not gonna sell them because I found 10 V's. They're $20 a piece. That's a $240. No. That's a $200 penny roll. The one that had 10 2023 V's in it. Unbelievable, man. You could just get. And if just one of those is a 67, it's what, $150 for a 67. If one of those is a 68, it's $1,000 penny. All right, anyway, so one of these has a copper ender, man, and these are the types of things that people go on eBay and they purchase them, right? Because this is a more recent penny rolls from 2024, 2025, and usually ender type, copper ender type penny bank wrap penny rolls are from a long time ago. I don't know what year exactly, but nothing recent. So I thought that was pretty cool. These have been really great penny rolls. I think the last one we found 10 copper pennies, which is it's almost on the unheard of side for bank rolls, but I just happened. This is an acutical thing, but it works great for opening up bank wrap penny rolls. I keep it in I have my little desk toolbox thing there, and that's where I put it. Put it right back in, and it's always there on my desk. This is like my little workshop. I got my little junk there. I got my marbles there. I picked up some marbles. Marbles, stamps, and coins are 3 of the great hobby / asset / collectible classes that if you can pick up in lots. Cards, not so much. People know cards like from forget about it. Unless you're going to do something like you're going to start selling $1 cards on eBay and you're going to spend 20 hours a day for the next 20 years listing $1 cards. I know they have the machine that goes, but even the machine, you still have to it's all ridiculous, man. So these are some of the finds from my recent marble pickup, and man, lots and auctions is like collectors, dreams are made of. That's a corkscrew, another corkscrew, an oversized jawbo. These are crazy marbles. I got a couple Pee-wee cat size, a few other jawbos in here. That's a beautiful cat's eye with the multiple colors in it. Looks like a caged. These are or 8-finger or what have you. Anyway, that's the best way to get marble stamps. Is really, is in obviously you don't get the one marble you want. You get like the 10 marbles you kind of want, and same thing with the stamps, and the same thing with the coins. Even coins a little bit less so, because so many people know coins and the conditions of coins, and the geez, I really did not want to do that. You're gonna say that's because you're talking too much. Yeah, we got a lot of copper in here, man. I don't know if we have 10 exactly. We might have 10 copper pennies in here. That would be great. Um, I hate when I do that, by the way. If you watch my videos enough, you know that's one of my peeves, is saying when I watch people make YouTube videos or talk on TV, the news or something like that, and every other word is it peeves me to no end. What a weird strike on this one, huh? It really bothers me, and I work on it's basically a very bad habit, and it takes a lot of work to get out of the ums. A lot of work. A lot. I mean, I I always I think anyway, I have theories on it. But it's a very bad, I'm gonna throw that in the garbage. It's a very, very bad habit. The ums. I call it the ums. I've never did research on it, but I bet if you type in the ums, something comes up on Google. The ums. Oh, that's nice looking. Not quite shiny enough for my BU roll. Still haven't found one copper penny yet. So back to the collectibles and buying them in lots. I'm telling you, that is that is golden advice. If you know it already, good. Then you could say, "Oh, I know that. Yeah, whenever I buy, I always buy in lots." I'm gonna throw that one out. Okay, that's good. But a lot of people, I think, don't know that. What do you think? Now, I just started a BU shield scent roll, and this looks like it's close. This is the first penny I'm putting to the side, and it's a penny I wouldn't usually do that for. Is this a copper? I don't think this is copper either. Nope. Where's all the copper hiding? I know we got the one copper right on the ender. Coins is good to do that if you want, like Rob finds treasure, he buys a lot of lots. He gets them mostly at, this is a nice a BU one. Now let's look at them together. Okay, they're pretty close. It's funny. I guess it's the surface scratches I saw in the 2013 that kind of turned me up, but the edges are really nice. And yes, I'm not going to put a really destroyed. Oh, we got a 2023. We need a 2023 for our other roll that we found all the extra V's in, unless this has an extra V, which it does not. Very good. I mean, we're not finding copper, which is what I really want to find. We're finding everything else. Oh, wow. I've seen these before. I've seen those before. I might put it to the side just in case we don't have enough material for the short videos. Oh, what a misaligned die. Too bad it's really highly corroded. That was a nice misaligned die. Too bad. Come on, show me one copper penny. All right, here's our first copper. Our first copper. Our first copper. I mean, if you're born in Brooklyn, you got strikes against you, boy. Let me tell you. And one of them is learning how to talk English. No wonder I had a severe case of the ums. I mean, you were born in Brooklyn in the 70s. Between the 70s, 80s, and the 90s, those are like three. It was like if you're from New York and you're in your 40s, 50s, or 60s, you know what I'm talking about. Between, I mean, I was born in the 70s, but I remember the 70s very vividly. They were friggin' horrible. All right. If you were in the ghetto in the 70s, I mean, I'm talking about dope fiends, um, nodding out on the corner while I'm walking to school at the age of like 5 years old. Yes, I used to walk to school in New York at like, not five, I think the next year, not the first year. My second grade, I was walking to school by myself, 6 years old. Well, I went into the second grade at 5 and I turned 6. And yes, yeah, and that's the type of stuff you saw. It was ridiculous. I'm looking at this Liberty because it really looks extra thick, or like it has some spreading, and it probably does. I don't see the bar under the L, and I don't see the separation lines. Oh yeah, the date has it also. Yeah, it's all over the whole front. The whole front of the 71 has spreading. So it's our first penny, and it looks like it has spreading. If it is a double die, then it's not severe, but it's in nice condition. Has a little bit of dirt there that'll come off right there. It's probably AU. No, it is AU condition. So that might be a nice keeper to put into a. Look at this, man. I grabbed another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. 97. Oh wow. Throw that one out too. A lot of garbage in here, huh? A lot of garbage. I'm not keeping any of those. Yeah, there I go. It's what you say when you can't think of anything intelligent to say. You say like a big dope. 22. I will put that with the other BU shields. I'm gonna get my nice little my BU shields going, man. Look at these. All right. All right. I'm thrilled. I'm telling you, I'm psyched about the BU shield roll that I got going. That would be a very good recommendation. Like if you're penny roll, I mean, I'm probably the only one late to the show on this topic. I should have been doing this years ago. I would have. I mean, what episode are we up to? 760. And 760 penny. I mean, I've done more than 760. I've done some episodes. I've done multiple rolls, and I've done the wheat cents. But that doesn't count, I guess. I don't know. I think I would probably have about 50, 40 or 50 shield BU rolls. Oh, there we go again. You see, I can't help myself. I'm really, I dislike that so much. Anyway, I'm going to try to get off of it. And I'm going to try. Oh, we got a wheat cent too. I'm telling you, man. And look at the condition on this sucker. These pretzels are making me thirsty. Who knows that reference? I'm not going to tell you. You're going to have to Google it. If you don't know that, these pretzels are making me thirsty. Another New York 80s reference. All right, let me check this out under the loop also. Not because there's anything. It just looks. I'm telling you, it looks like there's separation on the date. You're going to think I'm just making stuff up here. Let me look at it very closely before I pull out the magnifying glass. And let me wipe it off my finger real quick to make sure it's not dirt. I don't think it's dirt. These pretzels are making me thirsty. I'll give you a second hint where that's from. No soup for you. Nah, I'm not gonna get hung up on this one. But we got ourselves a wheat cent. Nice. And I have the jar that the wheat cent's going. See, this won't go into my BU roll. I still look for double dies and die clashes. I see that on the top of the little blip on top of the shield there, but it's just too damaged. If it was a mint coin, then yeah, maybe it would go into a flip. Here's another nice looking shield. It's got a big die dent. I don't know if somebody would want that or not. But it is pretty shiny on the side, I have to say that much. Yeah, hold on. Let me see. Yeah, those are nice, man. Nice. These pretzels are making me thirsty. Here goes a nice Lincoln Memorial, 93. Yeah, I'll take that all day long. I gotta make sure I don't put it with the 23s. I think that's our first one, though. Yeah, that's our first. So we got the shields. We got the 23. What's this? This looks like a copper. 78. Misaligned die. You see how the 7 is spreading to the right? It's probably because of the misaligned die that it shifted the strike. You never know. Okay, so back to the original 2015. We're looking for the double ear. There's a few different double dies on the 2015. Well, auction lots are a great way to like really get into a hobby. You know, like buying wheat cents by the pound, or buying, the great way to start off. Get yourself 2 or 3 penny albums, right? Buy yourself get a box of pennies for $100. They're $100 now, unless you can still get them from the bank, which you probably cannot. You get yourself a box of pennies, a bank pennies for $100. You buy yourself another 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 pounds. Even though it says unsearched, they're searched through, but it's so you could do your album. And then you pick up another. It depends on which album you get, right? There's a bunch of different albums to get. 2000, no White AM. And but if you get the one that's not wheat cents, right? 50, what is it? 59 to whatever, 59 to whatever. And you get yourself, they have the copper penny lots. That's not a bad one either. They got the copper penny lots. By the pound. See the edge? How it has those little lines on it? Kind of shapes. The collar is damaged. It's getting to the end of its life. They need to change it. Oh, that's nice. I've seen this before in an error book. I can't remember what it was, but it had all these scratches on it. I'm putting this to the side. I don't know what it is. That's post mint damage. It might be, but I know there is a mint error that has a bunch of scratches on it, and I don't know what it. And I'm not talking about polishing lines either. I know this is not polishing lines. I'll put that to the side. It doesn't matter. You could just put it into a flip. You know what I mean? And put a question mark on it, and then look at it some point in the future. And if it's junk, you just throw it out. No big deal. You put it into the penny into the flip just for safekeeping. And then you get the lots of the pennies, and then you have the 2 or 3 of the albums. That way, when you get duplicates, you can put the duplicates into the other albums, and when you get better ones, you could When you find the better dates, the better condition ones, you could swap them out. And that'll take you. You'll be working on that for months, man. You know, and if you're watching my videos while you're doing that, then you could be looking for, throw that out. You could be looking for learning about different types of errors, and you could and buy yourself some flips. I like nickel flips, right? Because you want to have a nickel and and have a one of those markers to what they call the Sharpies and a stapler to mark your flip what you found. And that's it, man. You got a hobby for a clean and sober hobby to a clean and sober hobby to do for oh, look at this, a nice for months, man, maybe years. I'll be if for what? For a couple $100. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in the realm, I mean, I have what's the most I've ever paid for a single marble? Let me think. A single marble. Oh, I think I might have bought, and I say I might because I'm going back. I mean, I've been collecting marbles now for a few years. I don't know. I don't think I paid over $100 ever for a single marble. For a single coin, yeah, I've been in the hundreds of dollars for a single coin. I think I even showed one on. I think the what was that called? The flying, not the flying, the nickel. The nickels. I'm one nickel away from finishing it. With the Liberty Head nickels, I think that the one that I bought was $200. So they're talking about one coin, right? And that's cheap. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, not for every, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's coins that are hundreds of thousands of dollars, tens of thousands, thousands, hundreds and hundreds. So for me, 200 is expensive. For you, maybe it's not. For most people, it is. That's the range. But to have a whole hobby for what, $300, the books. If you can still get the boxes from your bank, get a box or two, and get yourself the copper penny, and forget about it, man. You're good for years, man. Watch my videos. Learn about all the lesser known varieties. The greater known varieties are just going to pop off. You're going to see that. You're going to jump up and down when you find any of the greater known ones. Get yourself a loop. You need a loop. At minimum, you need a loop. The loop is quicker than the microscope. It's handier. It's small. The little Chinese plastic loop, 10x, 20x, 15x, 30x. They have the whole set for $5-10, and you're done. You're straight. Oh, look at the top of the building. I don't think it's a second squeeze. It could be. It's more likely just a tilted strike. Because you can see it's misaligned. You can see some grease, some weak letters in the states of and the E, which is probably from grease. So the grease probably made it slip a little slightly, which gave it the misaligned die. But really, it doesn't look too misaligned. It looks like a hard strike. Look how deep it is. That's a nice, pretty cool looking penny. That is copper penny number 6 for those of you who are keeping count, which is on the lower end. Found a bunch of these AUBU shield scents. Those are nice for the rolls. 2000. All we need used to be a wide AM, and we're straight. Nah, the wide AM is very wide. You could drive a truck through it. That's how you know you got a wide AM. Super wide. That's a nice 2015. No doubling. Dark? Too dark? It's darker. 2020. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video. We got a wheat scent. Where are we at? Got the wheat scent. We got that 71 that looks like it has some spreading on it. That was a nice looking copper penny. We've got 4 other copper pennies. Why did I put this one to the side? Oh, okay. This is the only semi-shiny, how thick that is on the side, the rim. Semi-shiny Lincoln Memorial we found. Bunch of BUAU shields. We got that 2023, which I'm psyched about. I can't wait to fill that roll up one at a time, one day at a time. It's like being in, again, a nice, clean, and sober hobby, If you're trying to, let me tell you something. You're trying to stay sober. This is a great, because people who are trying to stay sober, their mind is spinning, especially when they first get sober. And that, when they say idle time is the devil's playground. So if you know someone who's trying to get sober, tell them to watch my channel. I mean, spend a few $100 on pennies and some books, and they start to listening to my channel, and they start filling in those coins and looking. Forget about it, man. That'll get your mind off of anything for a little while, anyway. And of course, make a meeting. Anybody, let me tell you something. Anybody who needs to get sober, strong recommendation is to make self-help meetings. Go out there. Any meeting is good. If you have a lot of a choice, then then it's up to them. They make a bunch of meetings, and then they find the one that they like, and that becomes their home group. Whoever their sponsor becomes, make sure their sponsor is somebody who they should make sure. I mean, because a lot of people will come up, hey, you need a sponsor, and you got to be careful. You got to really find somebody who's been doing it for a long time. And those people are usually sitting back and waiting to see if the person is serious enough. The serious sponsors are looking for sponsorees who they see coming for a long time. Then they'll get to know you, and they'll say, hey, you want a sponsor? Because the sponsee helps the sponsor stay sober too, in a sense, gives them renewed faith. And then, then hobbies, and of course, prayer's like, forget about it. Number one, but you're not going to pray 24 hours a day. So, you need other things to keep your mind. Anyway, I got off track there, but just in case anybody is interested in anything like that, I could talk about that. I did that for 21 years. And I found it very interesting and fascinating and sad, mostly sad, honestly. This is fun. That's sad, but this is one of those things that can help somebody, just keep that. And it doesn't have to be to stay sober. It could be just because you have an active mind, and you just need something to do. This is a great hobby. It really is. You can find coins like this, and you can say, what? And then you can you can get trolled on the forums. You stupid idiot. That's not a mint error. Can't you tell? Don't you know anything? You say, yeah, I watched Look What Jess Found. He said it's a mint error. Yes, he's an idiot too. Anyway, that's a half an hour video, half an hour longer than probably it needed to be. All right. God bless. Thank you. A special thank you to all my members for continuing to support the channel. I really appreciate it. God bless. And I'll see you in episode 761.